Welcome to another episode of Hugo Smokes. I'm your host, Hugo, and today I'm going to be smoking and reviewing the Arturo Fuente Unnamed Reserve and a 5 3/4 by 48 Vitola, which is called a Gran Corona under Arturo Fuentes. And this cigar here consists of a Rosado sun-grown wrapper of undisclosed origin, binder and fillers from the Dominican Republic. And this cigar here was sent in to the channel by my buddy JD. JD's a cool dude. We've become great friends. Constantly shooting messages back and forth on Instagram, part of several cigar groups. And he's just a cool dude. I'll link his Instagram in the description of the video. He's got a private account. Not sure if he wants to get exposed, but you know, I always give credit where credit is due. So let's go ahead and take a look at this nice Rosado sun-grown wrapper, which comes in a cedar sleeve. Very nice reddish hues there, several prominent veins. A bit toothy to the grip, to be honest with you. And the legendary Arturo Fuentes band there. Like I said, it's got a sleeve that's about 5/8 of the way up, black footband. And the cigar just smells amazing, in my opinion. Just lots of earthy and like natural tobacco notes coming off of it. Alright, let's go ahead and cut it up and test the draw. Always go with the straight cut. Ooh, lots of shavings on that. Musky and really earthy flavors coming from the cold draw. So let's go ahead and light it up and see what we get. Alright, lots of earthy tones on the palate. A little bit of like white pepper that's already stinging on the tongue. And maybe like a faint nuttiness on the palate on the very long finish. Let's go ahead and see what the retrohale is all about. Very creamy on the retrohale. Nice bready caramel finish. An undertone of like a fresh coconut. Not mad at this cigar right now. And by the way, these were produced, I believe, in 2016, released in 2021. So they've been sitting for at least 5 years. Plus now it's 2024, so 8 years on this thing. They are released every fall during the holidays, so if you like this review, keep your eyes out as we're in the fall months. Yeah, very nice smoke, to be honest with you. Let me keep smoking this down past the first third, and I'll be back for my first update. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the first third of this Unnamed Reserve. Construction is awesome. The ash is holding on nice and strong, flaky white ash. The burn line, on the other hand, not that great. There's a huge peak right there, which I'm probably gonna end up touching up, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. This cigar is producing tons of smoke as it is. so I'm not complaining about that. On the palate, now I'm getting a rich, dark espresso note that's somewhat charred and bitter at the same time. Underlying tones of citrus zest that's stinging on the tongue, and a little bit of floralness on the long finish. On the retrohale, just getting lots of floral notes, and they are reminiscent somewhat of like a jasmine type of floralness. Underlying tones of citrusness as well, some sweet breadiness to go along with that. Nice caramel creamy finish on the retrohale. The sting is moderate already, like about a 5 to 6 out of 10, so it's a little bit on the bolder side. The cigar in general is medium plus bodied. Strength is also medium plus at this point. So feisty little guy, to be honest with you. So let me keep smoking this down past the second third, and I'll be back for my next update. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the second third of this Unnamed Reserve. Check out the construction on this bad boy. The ash is holding on like a champ. Nice layering there. The burn line caught up a little bit. There's still a little peak there, but not a biggie. Hopefully it corrects itself in the next third. And on the palate, just getting abundant citrus zest that's bitter. An underlying floral note, as well as some smoke cedar on the long finish. On the retrohale, still getting floralness as a main note, and still underlying sweet notes consisting like of a breadiness with like some caramel finish that's quite enjoyable, to be honest with you. A little bit of a white pepper and citrus spice on the retro as well. So far the cigar is pretty well balanced. It's leaning a little bit more towards like a floral bolder blend. The sweet notes are kind of like in the background just on the retrohale. And the cigar is still medium to full body, somewhere in between. Retrohale sting is still about like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Staying pretty solid there. So that's all I got here on the second third. Let me go ahead and smoke this down as far as I can, and I'll be back for my final update and closing thoughts on this Arturo Fuentes Unnamed Reserve. Welcome back. I'm at the end of this Unnamed Reserve. The burn line didn't exactly catch up. I touched it up once, but hey, it's a handmade product. What are we gonna do about it, right? So we are here at the end of this cigar. And on the palate, just getting an abundance of floralness, cedar notes, underlying baking spices consisting of cinnamon, nutmeg type of flavors. Pretty nice. The spices lingering on the tongue. It's a long finish. Medium to full bodied here at the end. On the retrohale, getting a burst of citrus zestiness. Pretty cool. Secondary and underlying tones of floralness as well. Still a nice bready / caramelish finish on the retrohale. The sting is tame a little bit now, like a 4 to 5 out of 10, which is kind of untypical, right? Typically you get like a bolder retrohale here at the end, but it's actually pretty nice and tame. The cigar has been burning for an hour and 25 minutes. It's okay for a Corona Gorda. Not mad at that burn time, to be honest with you. The MSRP on this cigar, you know, it varies so much nowadays, but the fairest price I've seen is $14.95, which is not bad for the experience, to be honest with you. Pros, nice complex profile, in my opinion. I do appreciate the flooralness, as you all know. I like that note a lot. Not too overpowering, just in the middle somewhere. Cons, you know, the burn line was a little bit off, but you know, it's 1 out of 20 in a box, right? On this initial experience here, I would rate this cigar a box worthy, to be honest with you. It's available as in a single 5 packs, some sites, and a box of 20. Great cigar to have around. You know, smoke it occasionally, maybe twice a month, something like that. It's a box of 20, so it's gonna last you at least a year and a half. I don't know, depending on how much you smoke, right? So good investment, to be honest with you, and especially if you get it like closer to MSRP, like 3 something, you know, 350. I wouldn't pay no more than like 400 for the box of 20, to be honest with you. And thank you, my buddy JD, for sending in this cigar. Appreciate it. Very nice cigar. I look forward to smoking the other one I have from you. And that's been all for this review. If you've had this cigar before, let me know your thoughts, if you like it or not. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.